Hi beautiful souls, this is Yana and welcome to my next video update. We're still in these kind of crazy intense energies. I mean, that's the way I perceive it actually, and especially after all those eclipses, I was not able to function, really operate in my physical body, in my astral body, in my etheric bodies, all my spiritual bodies. I was lucky if I could be able to do something for a couple of hours in my physical body and then just go back and to release all the pain and suffering and all the sorrow and all the grief, and from the collective consciousness, from the planetary consciousness, also from my lineage. I mean, the people I chose to reincarnate, to be born, right? And including also galactic wars, everything that is happening on the surface of the planet, underneath the surface of the planet, in this entire solar system and our galaxy as well. So welcome. My YouTube channel is Jana Sebinska. My website is janakalai.com. My email address is kaliana82@gmail.com. My videos are for educational purposes and even entertainment. I'm here to inspire you, empower you. I'm giving you information based on my direct experiences, the way I interpret it and integrate it, right? Through my soul signature, energy signature, through my filters. I'm sharing my truth, my wisdom, my world with you. And then what you do with it, how you interpret it, become your reality, your world, right? And we're learning how to be responsible guardians and stewards of this sacred planet of Mother Earth. So, it's time for us to be responsible for our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. What are we generating? What are we emitting? Because we are creators of our reality. So, welcome. Just kind of wanted to say hi, pop in very quickly, and just talking just quickly about these energies and really what is going on. We're still in the month of July of 2019, but good that we are finally going to this sign of Leo. I kind of like Leo because my moon is in Leo. I like that fire. It was kind of interesting energies in July, but also so much release, so much work, so much progression, so much learning, and all these teachings that I was doing, in this month of July was pretty incredible. And also I want to end all the cycles, all this dysfunctionality in that family I was born into, including aggressiveness and just kind of anger and the kind of hatred. And I simply was born as an unwanted child, and the whole dogma, right? The Catholic Church, and then you have the communism, and then with Russia forever. Though as a child, I pretty much had no like anger, just I had no problem with anything of that, but I downloaded everything into my DNA, and then it became like a program, and I started living two lives: the life of my soul, and then the life, the energy that was downloaded into my DNA, because I'm an empath sensitive. Of course, my videos are for my beloved starseeds, indigo warriors, truth seekers, empath sensitives, crystal children, and people who work with energies, also including targeted individuals and whistleblowers, and people who went through lots of trauma, tribulation, sexual abuse, MK Ultra, torture, because here in the United States I was around high ranking military officers, and I really had no clue about all the ET, off-world technology, all these treaties with those negative aliens. I had no idea about some Marine Corps and those kind of secret space program, and cloning, and directed energy weapons, and chips, and then we had the chemtrails, all this kind of stuff. So I also want to end the cycle with all that. For some reason I was able to kind of sustain my physical body here as well, because I went through lots of trauma, torture, MK Ultra, where my brain was pretty much damaged in a a huge way. I was radiated. They were attacking me with that psychotronic weapons a lot, and also for some reason I ended up on those astral planes. They were doing looks like a super soldier program experimentations on me, where they cut me off from my dream body. They cut me off from my lacrimal gland, so I was not able really to cry, to smile, to nothing. I was stern. I was like the cold assassin, or whatever, like a murderer, right? That's what they that's how they train you. And I had no clue that the recruitment actually, because of the infiltration, it has to do with the black sun, with that negative polarity of the Saturn, with those Zionists from Israel. And you have those sadistic people, those archons, the pedophiles, the psychopaths, and this narcissist with this huge ego, including the Nazis. They think they're the best race, and you say, okay, I'm happy for you, but hey, I don't agree with it. For me, God is everything. I am that I am. That's why I even came over to United States, so I can finally say the word God, because in my country, communist country, we could hardly talk about Yahshua, Mother Mary, and religion. And here you come and you're not allowed to talk about sexuality. Now I know why. All these pedophile rings are being exposed, right? And the sex misery machine going on everywhere. People are just hooking up. They don't even know how to do sex. They don't even know what really sexual energy is all about. And that's what those negative aliens, they do. They just suck up that life force from you, that chi prana, that sexual energy, and they make a robot or slave, like a prostitute, out of you. And I was one of them who said, hey, listen, you don't do this stuff, but lots of things I kind of allowed to do the experimentation. So I have the experience, so that I can be of service and help others. So quickly popping in and also saying that I saw this beautiful interview with Salini Terry Apodaca with Laura Eisenhower. That was July the 2nd, and I said I gotta call this lady. I resonate with the message. Her books got Emerging from the Matrix, like my website. There's Exiting the 3D Matrix of Artificial Intelligence, and so I said I gotta listen to her. I have to talk to her. I got the session with her, and I was explaining my story, like just I'm explaining to you also what I did, how they were trying to really break me down. They did break up my spine. They did lots of injuries, but because I was already born with that extra inner technology, I could quickly go to a spaceship or mothership or somewhere where they were able to repair me, put me back together. It took me a couple of months to walk in my body, and actually it was over time, because I think they were trying to kill me, murder me, a couple of times, not just one time. They just really wanted badly to get rid of me, because I am now the spokesman of the abused one, the violated ones, whether children, young veterans in the military, and super soldiers as well, because for some reason, we're the masters of the mind here, coming from those higher dimensions. We connect to those higher planes of existence, to that universal mind, to that Trinity, and to that mind of God. So even though I was tortured, blood all over me, I could still feel myself as a pure consciousness, and that's really true. Nobody can take that away from you. And I was able to really have this experience, because being trained, coming from those higher dimensions, and then helping humanity to reawaken, to help them with that ascension, with the transition to the higher octave, to the harmonic universe number 2. So very special women, like Salini, Laura Eisenhower, and also Lisa Renee. Her latest newsletter is unbelievable. I start totally reconnecting all the dots, and the Essene community, and whatever went through those galactic wars, and how the elders, the ancient builders, the true races were trying to store or archive this true knowledge of this planet, of Mother Earth, and when she was 5D Tara, and now, you know, the fall of consciousness would really happen, and how we were infiltrated, persecuted. So it's nothing new under the sun that, you know, again, I come here and being really having a hard time with the family I was born into. Of course, you have a hard time with partnerships, on relationships, like everybody wants to sex, but what about, you know, the soul? What about energy? What about the doing inner work? What about communication? What about doing something together, right? And especially, I would say, in the United States, it's just pathetic for me. It's just totally it's not all right, you know. It was ridiculous, all these partnerships, all these advertisements here. I'm sorry, but the capitalism of that negative faction doesn't work for me. I'm all about unity consciousness, Christ consciousness, being in your heart, being in your soul, speaking your truth, honesty, the transparency, which is on that soul level. That's where we're heading. And also, I want to pretty much break that cycle. Somebody has to arrest the cycle in the military, so there is no more abuse and violence and this recruitment from those Zionists from Israel, you know, because the U.S. military, when it was infiltrated by those negative ones, I mean, horrible things happening in the underground military bases, but this is pretty much now being squared away. And, you know, we have the white hats, but of course, there are still the dark hats, and the war between them going on, whether on the surface of the planet, in underneath the surface of the planet. Don't forget, we have our family, our star brothers, star sisters in the inner earth, but also in the heliosphere, in those star systems, constellations. And of course, I want to go home desperately to my galactic family, my star family, going to the core of the universe. But hey, I'm still here trying to do what I gotta do, and I had this confirmation of my mission, pretty much the major full disclosure, a liberation of the planet, right? I also want to found like interstellar galactic network for star seeds who were abused and violated. Let's say like what happened to me, you know, you have this MK Ultra going on, all these things happen to you, the abuse and violence, and there is nobody really to turn, nobody to talk to, because there is no network. There is pretty much, it's not publicly kind of announced, or people, so many people do not even have idea what's going on out there. And that's why I'm so thankful for those other light workers and whistleblowers and you know, star seeds who are educating humanity, and even us star seeds who went through so much trauma, with all these knowledge that comes from those higher dimensions. And it's all about truth. So and also I got a confirmation, like I talk about the Nazis, right, and how they abuse and pervert the sacred geometry. So it's going to be all about neutralizing the Nazi energy. And also for me, because I recognize so many people in the elite section, right, so repairing the bloodline, the ancestral lineage, you know, because they compromise their DNA, and what they do, they're abusing children, they're drinking their blood, they're having sex with them because they don't know how to manage their sexual energy, right? And so for me, the healing centers and everything with the ETs, the benevolent ones, will be all about the rehabilitation of your DNA, of your sexual energy, and teaching my soul group how to manage your aura, your energy field, your sexual energy, how to connect with your soul, or remember who you truly are, and remember your mission and be of service. So yeah, because also Mother Earth's been horribly abused and violated, her ley lines, right? Her portals and everything. So because they are stealing Shakti, they are stealing prana, those negative ones, right? And they're in those highest places, whether in government, in military, right, in finances, in economy, in education, in medical industry, in religion, and they're picking up children, some of them homeless from the street, and they're making sex slaves out of them because they themselves do not do the inner work. That's why it is going to be very important to do the inner work and start reuniting with our soul essence, true essence, and remembering who we truly are. So yeah, so I got these confirmations and the initiation of my service work, kind of reactivating it, kind of like I said, I got the confirmation and so on. Also, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping because right now I don't have a laptop. I don't have my computer. My Mac Air computer from 2011 is pretty much kaput. Like I said, it's dead a month ago. So in order for me to do some changes on my website, actually I don't have an access. That's why also I've been sending emails to my subscribers to my website. If you want, you can download Wix application where I send and I start posting new videos, whether it's from me or from others. I wanted to repost or post the video from Marina Jacobi about distilled water, because on my website I talk about structured water, but now I know the difference, structured water and distilled water, and I kind of go to what Marina Jacobi is saying about the distilled water, how important it is to drink the distilled water, how important it is for detox. She has a detox protocol from ET, and I really recommend that for those who are on that path of ascension, of enlightenment, who are on the path of healing, of transformation, who are choosing to transition to the higher dimension and be of service. So, but because of that, I don't have that access. So that was a little bit of housekeeping for you guys. I wanted to just put it out there. It's for free. That that Wix application on your phone, where I share my new posts, my new videos. Like I said, right now I don't have an access to my website from my desktop. I don't have a laptop, so I cannot make those corrections, and it's okay. But things are changing. Everything is in a flux. Everything is like refinement. Everything is going deeper down the rabbit hole, right? Whether with this not anymore conspiracy theory or the quantum physics or spirituality, like we're getting downloads like crazy. We're getting upgrades like crazy, and everything of the old needs to go. It needs to be released. So we are now resetting everything. So everything of the new is coming online. Okay, it's coming in. So that's a very exciting news. And also like I said, I was had this session with Salini, so that was great. And also I wanted to kind of mention and put it out there that I had to go through lots of healing and recalibration, and all those healing methods that really saved my life was like yoga, Ayurveda. I was practicing yoga and Ayurveda even before I had all this abuse and violence in 2006. In 2004 I started actually learning how to cook Ayurvedically, how to do also khichdi, right? Very good nutritious but also a detox meal. And also I went to Iowa to do panchakarma, to do detox, doing it that Ayurvedic way, and that's what really helped me and even saved me when I was dealing with some of those military officers, whether including my ex-husband. And anyway, I just want to talk more about it maybe in my next video. Right now I just want to say that all this chanting and mantra and acupuncture, that helped me a lot. Shamanic work, of course, energy transmission also helped me a lot. And like I said, I have the energy hygiene on my website. Again, somebody has any question, just write me an email, kaliana82@gmail.com, because my sessions, it's for free or donation. Energy philanthropy philosophy that again comes from Marina Jacobi, you know, her quantum manifestation 5D protocol. She's got books for free on her website. That's harmonic reactor, or nanotechnology. That's also ET technology, but it has to be used properly. Those nasty ones, those dark ones, they of course they abuse everything. They abuse Mother Nature. They abuse the law. They abuse the divine law, and everything is attack on God, because they think themselves how nasty they are. They're better than God, and I don't agree with that kind of philosophy. At the same time, because of free will, you know, they have the right, you know, to experience all these things, but you know, it's all ending. It's coming to the end. Enough is enough. So many atrocities, so many children, and so many veterans, just so many people, civilians have been whether injured, killed, murdered, because people are not educated. People are not giving the truth, right? But at the same time, the truth is within you. We have to do the inner work. Who is educating us of all this vaccination, of MK Ultra, of chemtrails, you know, and all these abuses and violences? Who, right? That's why also I want to form like a network of light workers or star seeds, like Galactic Alliance network here, where people will get their healing and even education, what in the world happened to them on that astral field or mental field, energy field, and so they can also get proper healing. And like I said, some of the methods that what happened to what really healed me, what helped me, was those ancient scientists, you know, quantum physics, yoga, Ayurveda, and what is the sound therapy, crystal bowls, Tibetan bowls, and healing music, solfeggio tones. And of course on YouTube channel there are now so much, you know, if you want to get rid of your implants, of your chips, you have the Arcturian healing chamber, you have the Lemurian healing chamber. Like I said, with me, the divine feminine is coming online again, and we're going back to those times of Lemuria. Of course Atlantis, that's more like divine masculine. For me it's divine feminine, that's Lemuria. Let's go even way back there, many millions years ago, the golden age, living in peace and harmony with Mother Nature, and people were aligned and connected to God, to source, to the entire universe, because we are the microcosm of the macrocosm, and all our 12 strands of DNA were activated, and that's where we're heading. I mean, those people of course were choosing it, right? We are going to experience all that. We are the co-creators of the new earth. We're the catalyst. We are bringing heaven on earth. So that's kind of pretty much what I wanted to tell you in a nutshell. What else? So manual for the deprogramming. I mean, right now I will just be making videos if somebody is interested to have more discussion, conversation about it, because I had store PowerPoint presentations on you know, all those yoga philosophies and everything that helped me to recover from this horrible torture and abuse of my sexual energy, of my energy field, of my mental body. So those ancient practices from yogis and rishis of the Himalayan mountains, that pretty much saved my life, and I was able to actually even restore my physical body. I guess the Galactics helped me. Somebody had to come back here and do the work and talk about the abuse and violence, do the exposure of all the corruption, because we need to now correct everything. And so what they do, they pretty much jeopardize, or they block that chi, that kundalini in your spine. That's why, like I said, they broke my spine, especially your heart chakra, the back of your heart chakra. That's where they were extracting energy, my soul signature, right? And they're putting it into clones, or they're doing horrible things while stealing my energy. No, thank you. I don't agree with it. And like I said, I'm not part of this slave system anymore. I am that I am. I am reclaiming my power. I am, you know, resurrecting all my energies. And for me, everything is all about now respect, honor, and dignity. And I don't settle for anything less than that, and including even whether partnerships, on relationships, and so on. Everything has to be divine. Everything has to be structured and organized. There has to be guidelines. It's all about morals and ethics. And it is what it is. God is the centerpiece. Now we have the crystal diamond spiral going up. If you guys still want to go down to those really bad places, especially the low planes of the astral level, good luck with that. I'm not going there anymore. I had enough. I went really deep down to the bottom of the brimstone, or of that really dark places, and like the Venus cycle, right? That's what we do. The divine feminine, being the embodying the energy of Divine Mother, of Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene. That's what we came here to do. So this is kind of my how to say that, like testimony, or this is my disclosure. Okay, because some people think, oh, she was in a mental health, look what she was doing. No, you talk to me first. You figured out how I felt, what I was doing, not what everybody else was telling about me, and especially from that negative military section, especially people who are mind control, especially from those negative aliens, and especially everybody, now needs to do the inner work so you can recognize, you can differentiate who is who. Okay, because we're getting out of the duality. Well, thank you, duality, for all the lessons, right? Thank you for the separation. Thank you for the competition. Thank you for the communism, or for the capitalism, or for the Bolshevism, whatever that is. Thank you for all the lessons. It's time to wrap it up, everything, release everything, all that old structure, the 3D matrix of artificial intelligence, and come back online and creating the new, like clean and clear, and just align with the divine. Okay, so stopping the intrusion, not anymore, and bringing the unconscious into the consciousness. That's also what my part of my mission, my assignments were, just to kind of analyze everything. So the darkness, what is it, what is happening, integrate it, right? And then create manual and teachings about it, so people know, people understand. That's how so many people can heal, just through either listening my videos, or like remembering, or like now I'm putting words to those energies, because some people have problem to express their emotions. Time to grow up, time to mature. You need to start speaking using your fifth chakra, your truth, your throat, so you can heal and get rid of addictions, whether food, alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, and of course start channeling your sexual energy, so you can even have conscious, healthy, spiritual sex. Okay, so, and no more not being stuck in that reptilian brain. That's why we are rewiring the subconscious mind, which is million times more powerful than the conscious mind. And because usually also in the military, and so many people are trapped in that brain stamp, and then they're emitting that reptilian consciousness, and they're nothing but puppets of those archons. So I don't like it. Again, we're putting the information out there. There are so many teachings already, so now it's your choice. Okay, whether you want to progress, go up the spiral, or stay wherever you are. Also, I wanted to mention this baby. I have to finish my video soon. I have to go. Let me see, what time is it? It's actually from Mount Shasta, California. I mentioned last time that it was from Sedona, but those colors, do you see those beautiful colors? Now we have a little bit of reflection. Art of Mother Nature. That's Sedona, like this. You have the red rocks, and then you have the green bushes. I mean, those are beautiful colors, udakite. And this is the skull. That's actually a symbol of Mother Mary, right? She holds it in her palm, and it's you know, how to say that, transmuting that negative ego. And that's what we do. We're also integrating that shadow with that light, who we truly are, so we can shine on it and you know, become whole and complete. So that was something for me, just to kind of maybe finish it at the end. You guys always are recommended to go to your center, to that middle point. It's very important. And I want to say thank you so much for watching. This is in German Herzlichen Dank. I actually found this town in Massachusetts in German. Okay, so thank you so much. It's many thanks. And namaste. This is Yana. I talk to you next time. Bye bye.